It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Good evening. Welcome to St. Croix Lutheran Academy. Seems like it's been a long time since we've been able to do that. Welcome to our first, and I'm not going to say annual because we hope that this will be a one-time event where we have our spring band concert separate from our spring concert. Traditionally, tomorrow night is a combined concert where we have both our choirs as well as our band performing. But as you know, this year, all things are different. But this tonight is truly a celebration. It's a celebration of perseverance by these students. Tonight is really the first night that they are performing without plastic shields between them, without a whole other bunch of challenges. Tonight's an opportunity for us to celebrate not only their God-given gifts and abilities, but also to celebrate the fact that the Lord has brought us through this year with so many blessings in so many different ways, and we are truly thankful for you being here. Traditionally, we also, at our spring concert, celebrate ministry, oftentimes with anniversaries as well as the unfortunate farewells. Tonight will be no different other than the fact that because we knew individuals would be coming to various different concerts, and we knew that some people would be here tonight and some will be here tomorrow night, and probably not everybody in both, we have actually videotaped those that will be interspersed throughout our songs. So it doesn't diminish how we feel about these individuals, but it just seemed to be the most effective way to do that in this crazy year. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating with these students the gifts and talents that the Lord has given to them.
Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there lived a man named Jedi Fensky. One day, Jedi Fensky stumbled upon a planet thought only to be a myth called J.W. Pepper. Jedi Fensky went to J.W. Pepper in search of the ancient writings of the Master Jedi, John Williams.
Join me, Blake, and together we will take down Master Fensky. Never!
It's over, Joe! I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power!
Jedi Fensky found the scrolls. While returning to his ship, he was ambushed. He was able to escape with only minor neck injuries. He returned to Coruscant, unable to wield the saber due to his sustained neck injuries, and in order to protect the galaxy, Jedi Fensky begins teaching the scrolls of Master Jedi Williams to the next generation of Jedis to carry on his legacy.
performance, we have a bit of a mood change. We'll continue by playing A Whole New World from Disney's Aladdin, arranged by Eric Wilson. This arrangement adds a unique jazzy feel to this classic Disney love song. Listen for a trumpet and flute duet to close out this piece. Sit back, relax, and let us transport you to a whole new world.
Tonight we have the opportunity to celebrate ministry. For some, it will be a celebration of 25 years of teaching. Tonight we have the opportunity to celebrate ministry. For some, it will be a celebration of 25 years of teaching. For others, it'll be a time that we also have to bid farewell. The first group starts with Mr. Lucas Bain. Lucas has been at St. Croix since 2001. He has served as a principal in El Paso, Texas. During his time here, Lucas has taught art, Bible classes, along with coaching and leading multiple different groups throughout the years. Lucas is a gifted artist and an art teacher. His love for art and desire to assist his art students took him to China for an opportunity to better learn about Chinese art and art education. Lucas has guided many students to art and art education fields with support that was typically outside of our curriculum. His ability to provide individualized assistance to students sets him apart as a mentor and mentor teacher. Congratulations, Lucas, on 25 years of ministry, both here at St. Croix and elsewhere in the Lord's kingdom. The next individual we'll take as a pair, Carl and Sarah Kuschel. Carl and Sarah have been instructors and dorm supervisors at St. Croix for the past 3 years. Carl has taught in the math department and Sarah in the English department. Both have helped coach throughout their time here with us and have made lasting relationships with those they have served as well as with their colleagues. The last 16 months have not been easy on them or any of our dorm supervisors, as life abruptly changed with COVID-19. Students returning home in the midst of uncertainty was difficult for all of us, but it was especially difficult for those who cared for them in the dorm. Despite those challenges, Carl and Sarah have remained faithful to their service. I will never forget the amount of time that Carl and Sarah took to read to some of our youngest students who needed assistance and nurturing. They provided that home away from home feeling for those who needed it. Carl and Sarah are headed to the Madison area, where Carl will teach upper grade math and help with athletics at Westside Christian School in Middleton, Wisconsin. Sarah will continue her service as a stay-at-home mom, taking care of their daughter, Marie. We wish Carl and Sarah the Lord's blessings as they begin their next adventure in ministry. Crystal Carmichael. Crystal has had an interesting tour at St. Croix. First of all, she's a graduate from St. Croix Lutheran who once lived in the old dorms. Second, she was emergency teacher and dorm supervisor. She returned to MLC and then was reassigned later on. Her ministry has not been traditional, but her service has been outstanding. She has also dealt with the challenges of COVID dorm supervisor life. I will miss her energetic greetings that put a smile on your face each day. Crystal has a unique skill set that she is equally qualified to teach preschool all the way through high school. She will now continue her ministry in Deltona, Florida, as she teaches grades 3 and 4. We look forward to seeing how the Lord continues to use this special alum in his kingdom. Finally, for this grouping will be Roger Zolden. Roger has assisted St. Croix with the band program for the past 3 years in an adjunct role. His experience and caring approach has been a blessing for our middle school and association students who have been instructed and directed by him. We wish him well as he continues to serve in whatever opportunity the Lord places before them.
This next song has a little story behind it. So one fine day in AP Music Theory, Lisa asked the class if we had heard of this one piece, and which none of us had. So she pulls it up on the big speakers, and all of us immediately loved it. It quickly grew to be one of our favorites, and a couple girls even mentioned that it will, without a doubt, be played at their weddings. We even convinced Mr. Fensky that very day to impulse buy the piece for band, and convinced him to have the band play it this year.
This piece is a movement from Shostakovich's Suite for Jazz Orchestra, and without a doubt is the most famous movement of the suite. This upbeat waltz features two amazing solos, one by alto saxophone and the other by trombone, and I encourage you to listen to those. Despite this being a classical piece and not a Disney piece to fit our concert's theme, this piece has become one of the band's favorites, and we cannot wait to play it for you.
So without further ado, we present Shostakovich's Second Waltz.
Our next group of individuals starts with Mr. Jeff Strelo. Jeff has taught at St. Croix since 2002 after serving as a dorm supervisor at Nebraska Lutheran High School and principal in eastern Wisconsin. Jeff has taught chemistry, physics, and math over the time that he's been here with us. He has also coached girls tennis, one-act play, helped with the musical, and other theater productions. In the near future, he will also head up our esports program. Jeff has been a staple in the faculty trivia group that has been dominating locally. At least that's the word on the street. Needless to say, Jeff has a diverse set of talents, which we are thankful that he uses in his service at St. Croix. We congratulate you, Jeff, on your 25 years of teaching ministry. Next, Joel and Lori Burmeister. Joel has served at St. Croix for the past 9 years. He has been a master teacher in mathematics and led the department for the past 5 years. He has managed significant change within the department while providing mentoring for teachers and students alike. Joel has served as a cross-country head coach and assistant track coach during his time, and he has built enduring relationships with his athletes. Joel has been a great team member and a fixture at staff moving gatherings, card nights, and yard game activities. Joel will be missed for his thoughtful chapels and regular heartfelt encouragement. Lori has been a valuable staff member in the finance department, and most recently, she also has been helping as a receptionist. Her passion for service has allowed her to lovingly support students and staff in a variety of ways. Lori's willingness to help with whatever is needed and her genuine care for each member of the team will greatly be missed. Joel and Lori have been tremendous supporters of our students, domestically and from around the world. Their interest in cultures and loving Christ-like support of students makes them well equipped to serve the Lord in their new calling on the Apache Indian Reservation in Arizona. We wish them the Lord's richest blessings as they share Jesus in their new ministry roles.
And now we'll be playing Can You Feel the Love Tonight from the famous animated movie The Lion King. The music was done by Elton John, and this arrangement is done by Michael Brown. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling the love tonight, and I'm just really grateful to be here. And just think of where we were a year from today, which is just crazy. And I'm just really grateful to be here. And on a side note, if you see any of those people that were in part of like the farewells or the anniversary people, just like give them a thank you or like be like, I see you, you know. Anyway, they're good people. So so we hope you enjoy this, and we hope you feel the love and enjoy this piece.
So typically in our end of year concert, we would have the jazz performing at this event. But this year, I wanted to feature more of this group and also save our energy and lips for this. And plus, to have a full concert with these group, it's just incredible. From what they've come from the beginning of the year, to give them a full showcase concert like this has been just a huge blessing. We wanted to have the Jazz tonight, but I thought, the Jazz had their separate concert, and we're going to have this concert. But we are going to recognize the Jazz Awards tonight. The Louis Armstrong Award, or sometimes the King B Award, is the top senior jazz award given to our top senior who has outstanding musical achievement and incredible dedication to the program. I usually don't do this, and this is the first time this has happened since I've been here, but this year there are 2 individuals receiving this award, and they are more than deserving. They both have been in the jazz program for 5 years since they've been in 8th grade. They both have had multiple solos throughout the years and have been a big part of this jazz program. One has taken charge of the trombone section, and the other playing any style that was demanded on the drums. It has been incredible to watch these students grow over the last years, and they've had me for 7 and 8 years, if you can believe that. This year's Louis Armstrong Award goes to Micah Boehm and Blake Martin.
Our final celebration begins with Mr. Dave Milkey. Dave has been at St. Croix Lutheran Academy since 2002 after serving as a principal in Hemlock, Michigan. Our final celebration begins with Mr. Dave Milkey. Dave has been at St. Croix Lutheran Academy since 2002 after serving as a principal in Hemlock, Michigan. During his time at St. Croix, he has taught science and mathematics. He currently teaches biology, coaches girls basketball, and serves in many different ways, especially ones that need some form of entertainment. Dave loves all things nature, whether it's his home landscaping, his classroom tanks and ponds, or his passion for fishing. He brings his love for God's creation to his classroom. Dave's personality and relational approach to ministry has allowed him to impact the lives of thousands of students during his time at St. Croix. Congratulations, Dave, on your 25 years of ministry. Our final honorees are Ryan and Aaron Hulse. Ryan came to St. Croix 12 years ago, joining Kate Strelo and me as the first middle school faculty. During that time, he played an integral role in developing a family culture through his homerooms, coaching, teaching, and role as head of discipline. The past 6 years, Ryan has served as the 612 Activities Director. During that time, he has guided the athletics program through a number of coaching changes, conference adjustments and realignments, football scheduling changes, and transportation complexities. His willingness to tackle challenging situations with personal interaction and face-to-face conversation as a teacher, coach, or AD will be missed. As a colleague, I will miss his middle school mindset that has helped keep us both young. Ryan's relational approach to ministry will serve him well as he begins a new challenge as development director at Manitowoc Lutheran High School. Erin, although she did not begin teaching at St. Croix right away, has been involved in the ministry for the past 12 years. Initially, she coached middle school volleyball and eventually transitioned to coach high school softball. Her teaching career coincided with the growth of her 3 children. Once they started school, Erin began teaching, first as an adjunct and eventually full-time as an upper-level English teacher. Her passion for the school, students, and subject matter has been evident in her ministry. We will miss her leadership in the English department that she and Rebecca Mackey have shared for the past 4 years. Erin will continue to use her passions for ministry as she too moves to Manitowoc Lutheran High School as an English teacher. We wish Ryan, Erin, Malachi, Tristan, and Dakota the Lord's richest blessings in Manitowoc.
The next piece that we will be playing is Beauty and the Beast, arranged by John Moss. Disney's landmark animated musical was released in 1991 and then beautifully adapted for the Broadway stage in 1994. The 2017 live-action film starring Emma Watson and Dan Stevens helps keep the magic alive and reminds us of the wonderful songs composed by Alan Menken and Howard Ashman. This symphonic medley includes the prologue, Belle, Gaston, Be Our Guest, of course, Beauty and the Beast, and the Transformation.
Breather. Introduced in 1955 to honor the top student in the high school band, the John Philip Sousa Award recognizes superior musicianship and outstanding dedication. This person definitely displays both at a high level. Her energy for music and enthusiasm she has for this wonderful gift is just incredible. She would pretty much practice every day. And I don't know if she knew this, but in the old practice rooms, they weren't very well insulated. And when she practiced, you could hear her heroic sound all the way through the school. And I remember walking back from my apartment and walking through the commons and listening to it, and I just heard her faintly coming in through the door, and it got louder and louder as I got into the music room, and I could listen to her while I was sitting at my desk while she was practicing. And I'm going to miss that a little bit in the new space because you can't hear anything. But I definitely had some other faculty members comment on how good she sounded in her commitment and dedication. She has been first chair in her fun section for the past 4 years, and I think the band may think I favored them these past couple of years, and the band might be correct. Because not many band directors have the talent in that section as I have been blessed to have. She has made everybody else around her better with her hard work and dedication. She has performed multiple solos and solo ensemble events, receiving top ratings. She's been in outside ensembles, brass ensembles, orchestras, pep band, you name it. And her sheer excitement for music and appreciation she has for even the details is something that is inspiring. It has been my distinct honor to be her band director these past 4 years, and I look forward to watching her continue to grow as she continues to study music in college. This year's John Philip Sousa Award winner is Eliana Prigi.
So virtual band for us compared to the in-person band at school is very boring. We only get to watch the rehearsal videos, and like every time I watch it, I just can't wait to go back. Be Still My Soul, written by Katharina von Schlegel, with the music melody composed by Jane Sibelius, and is also recognized under the title Finlandia. The hymn has been significant in multiple cultural settings, including the rich heritage of the African American churches. Since we were unable to come together in person this year with all the band members, we wanted to involve everyone in the band program. And in this performance, we have students that have been online throughout the year from our area grade schools, and even middle school performed with the recording from the high school band. We hope you enjoy this virtual performance, Be Still My Soul.
Evermore is a piece from the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast, and although it might not have the nostalgic effect as the previous Beauty and the Beast song we played, or perhaps as grand of an entrance as Star Wars did, it's still a beautiful arrangement, and it really highlights every aspect that we have here in our band, and it is a very fitting farewell for our beloved seniors. We hope you enjoy Evermore.
Keeping with tradition here at St. Croix, the band will be finishing with the song Abide With Me. We've played this song for, 7 years? Yeah, so this song has long been a highlight of my band experience and many others here in the band, I'm sure in the audience as well, because it's just such a beautiful and powerful arrangement. The lyrics to this song are a prayer that God would stay with us throughout our lives, especially during trying times. Mr. Fenske first played this song in honor of his brother, and this song has since grown to be a beloved commemoration to him. The title, Abide With Me, alludes to Luke 24, verse 29, which says in the King James Version, "Abide with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is far spent." The hymn goes on to say in the first verse, "Abide with me, fast falls the eventide. The darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, oh, abide with me." Our hope is that this song would be a moment for everyone in the audience to pray and dwell on the comfort God gives us during difficulty.
Thank you for coming. There's actually one individual I would really like to thank, and that's my father. I don't know if many of you know I was out for a month, and I don't think they could do this concert tonight without him filling in for that month when I was gone. And then also Roger Zolden, who also just helped out a lot this year. It's been a crazy year. I think of the very first rehearsal, we really didn't have a very first rehearsal. We were in the auditorium, we were scrapping to get by, we were figuring out what to even do this year. And God works in so many different ways, and I think the biggest blessing has been that new facility. Without that, I was just telling the group, without that new facility, this concert, I'm not sure how they would have been able to produce this type of sound tonight. So I want to thank that, and also thank those two individuals, my dad and Roger Zolden, for helping out this year, and just keeping these fine students growing in their God-given abilities. So can we thank them, please? Also, too, speaking of those new facilities, for tours, John Dvorak is going to be available for tours. Please feel free to mingle, see the wonderful gifts that God has given us this year. It's just amazing. Honestly, I could not have asked for a better space. And to be able to teach in there every day, I got to pinch myself. Going from that other room to this room, thank the Lord. So the tours, high school band members, we got to get everything back into the band room. And thank you again for coming. Thank you.